Sorry about that, folks. We're back. I hit the power button before I jump down here. Something I should lock real quick.
Skydiver.
Skydiver. Yeah, that's me. All right, and I'm gonna skydive on down. Excuse me, sir. Can you back up just back up just a little bit. Thanks. Thanks, doll.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. We're from Youth Radio.
Youth Radio?
17th Broadway. Yeah.
From Youth Radio. I'm a journalist.
Cool.
I'm Joshua Clayton. I'm 20 years old, and I would like to ask you a question.
My name's James. Nice to meet you.
Fabulous.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, we're recording.
My first question is, I see you have a lot of gear on, cameras, flag, wires, and whatnot. What is all this for?
This is, I guess, in the new occupation here in America, this is what you would call a radio man in the Army in the old days. So I guess I'm a radio man for the occupation.
And your job is to
Communicate what's going on the ground, you know, whether it's the terrorist activities of the police force on the Occupy movement or just on general citizens, homeless, you know, or whatnot, and also reporting any other kind of good activities, positive or negative. What's going on?
Fucking racist piece of shit. You got up.
What?
Do not be provoked! Do not be provoked! Do not be provoked! Do not be provoked!
That's play.
You want to follow and walk her?
Nah, I mean I see stuff like this all the time, and just standing here in the middle of this is, you know, this is where I want to be. You know, at this time. So, I'm sorry. That's right.
Would you walk us through just a little bit like what you got? You got a green flag for what reason and a radio for what reason?
Well, this isn't a radio. This is it's a relay between the camera and my droid. So it's a Wi-Fi access point. Attach it to any kind of camera. This is called a Cerevo Live Shell. I fortunately got my only sponsorship. It's a $300 device that they gave me. Well, Quantum Wireless gave it to me. Sorry, quantum-wireless.com. Anyway, you know, it's a pretty cool device. I just got it a few months ago. I've been using it. I've got it fine-tuned. It was ready to go for the S17. And so that connects the camera to the droid, and then therefore Ustream or any other live feed agent. You know, you could use live stream or Bamboozer, whatnot. The flag is something that I came up with. It's for people to know that I'm feeding live, and also so that they can find the radio man. You know, so if you want to, like, you guys want to come and talk to me, you say, hey man, you know, I know he's live. We can go get a word out and say, you know, we need shelters for the upcoming this, that. We got storms coming in. We need help. So people can go, oh yeah, we need to send them some extra supplies, food, whatever, things like that.
I have a question for you. Do you feel Occupy Oakland has doing better, like they evolved than last year? Like, what is the difference between last year and now?
Well, to be honest, I'm from. I started out at Occupy San Francisco, and after 7 months, I went solo as a journalist. But I have significant ties to Occupy San Francisco and other citizen journalists throughout the nation and throughout the world. So for me, knowing what exactly happened here in Oakland, I can only say, because I was on the other side of the bay, I can only say from what I saw. And from what I've seen from Oakland, being a Colorado kid, I've only been here a year. I think there's great solidarity in the community here. I think the people have really been oppressed, and I think that it's a good thing that they've kind of worked together to get like the community garden and things like that going. I really have a lot of respect for Oakland and a community that's been beat down so hard by the changes of society that have made this world so harsh.
So we, being that we 2 weeks away from the election day, do you feel this is beneficial, or like how do you feel this is going to benefit the election?
I really don't think that no matter what Occupy does here in Oakland or whatnot, I mean, I think that if anything, it could be a powder keg. If something goes off here, it could set the nation ablaze, you know. And it's controlled manipulation by the media, the mass media, by the 1% that has actually that lighter ready to go when they want it, because they've been hiding it from the public, and when they start showing the public some things and twisting it the way to manipulate them so that it angers them, then it'll cause a situation just like what we have here is somebody's trying to antagonize the crowd, and you've got people trying to drive them off, you know, and other people just remaining calm. So, you know, I mean, I think it's everybody, I think, prefers peace over war.
And talk to me about the police. This march is targeted toward them, right? So what's your message towards the OPD? And do you think there can be a healthy relationship between Occupy and the OPD?
I think that if OPD learns that Occupy people are, you know, they need to treat people with humanity and dignity, and not like, it's like being in a war zone from the things that I saw in the video streams here in Oakland and in Denver, Colorado, where I'm originally from, you know, and the way that the police brutality has been going along for years, since Rodney King and before, you know, and, you know, I've seen, being a white male, I've never known those kinds of horrors that the black inner city youth have had to go through, and watching it and seeing it. Now that I'm 40, I know that there's a lot of atrocities out there that are really despicable, and it makes me sad to be a white man sometimes, you know, to think that people hate me just because of who I am, what I look like, you know, and it scares me being over here, and, you know, but then I hold my head high and say, hey man, you know, these are just people. They don't want to hurt me any more than I want to hurt them, so try to live with that everywhere I go. Practice give and take, you know, Buddhism.
So do you feel this is more racial?
This is not, I wouldn't say racial. This is definitely, I mean, Occupy has nothing to do with race. You know, and sometimes I drift on to subjects, you know, trying to convey a point, but you know, for the most part, I really think that the police brutality that's happened here in Oakland, and to the homeless, to the Occupy movement, it's sickening. And we live in a police state here in America. I'm sorry, 1984 is here and now. Big Brother is watching us, and we need to continue doing what we're doing, fighting back peacefully.
And Occupy has tried to, sorry, but Occupy has tried to stay nonviolent and peaceful. Do you think a march called "Fuck the Police" contradicts Occupy's overall message?
I don't think so, no. I mean, here in Oakland, I feel great solidarity with that, because, you know, fuck the police. They're lying bastards, you know, and they'll do anything to trick you, and they've sent innocent people to jail, and some of them have actually been executed. You know, they're nothing but, you know, thugs, really hired thugs that have a badge. They're allowed to do whatever they want, because, you know, and that's bullshit. So that's just the way I feel about it. I mean,
I agree with you 100%. I ain't gonna lie, because I witnessed it myself. When I be out, police would drive up to us, like me and my friend, they'd drive up to us, and they'll do little things to see our reaction. Like they'll hop out the car and do this just to see if we'll run, so they can chase us, and it'd be like
they
we
ran.
can't do nothing on that.
Yeah, and you remember recently there was the incident in Anaheim. They shot those guys in the back. They ran. I mean, if I was a black youth in any inner city situation and I saw the cops coming towards me, I'd run too. I would. I don't want to have nothing to do with them. I don't blame them for running. You know, and to shoot somebody in the back, that's just not honorable. That's not any kind of code of police or it's just dishonorable, really, flat out. Any culture.
If you can give a message to the chief of police, what would it be?
A message to the chief of police. Pirate Mike. I would say a message to the chief of police here in Oakland. I think he could, if he wanted to do something to show that he was understanding of the situation, he could maybe make a significant contribution. I'm not sure what his paycheck is. Make a significant contribution yearly to the Occupy movement here in Oakland, and start at something like that. I mean, I'm talking like 10 grand or more. So I mean, if he makes $300,000 a year, 10 grand should be a drop in the bucket. And that would go a long way politically, I think.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Take a picture of you?
No, go ahead. Take a picture of me.
You gonna hold your sign?
I'm Occupy One Liberty on Twitter. And the TV station is OccupySFTV.
Great. Here, you want to hold up your... Okay, sorry. What was the channel again?
Yeah, I got R2 in my pocket here. It's my droid, but OccupySFTV is the station. I also have that's on Ustream, and on YouTube it's the same thing. And then I also have independentcitizenmedia.weebly.com is my website.
Awesome.
So,
Can we get your last name?
my last name is Cartmill, James Cartmill.
C-A-R-T-M-I-N.
Yes.
Yes.
They nicknames: Eye of Ra, CIA James, Liberty, One Liberty. There's a few others, but those pretty much cover the main ones.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Have a good time. Enjoy. All right, so I'm getting interviewed now. That's usually supposed to be my job. That was kind of fun. I've done interviews before Occupy. That was fun. Yeah? Somebody's calling me. Oh boy. Girl.
I'm like a black prom queen.
Good. You are looking good.
Oh, good to see you. I just did an interview.
I saw that over there.
There's too many police here.
So let's go over there and check this out because I got caught up in that interview.
Smoke some weed first.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, so
Go home.
I'm gonna clip this on.
So apparently, I've
here.
heard that the mayor of this town has said that these kids will not reoccupy
Oh, yeah.
this part. And guess what? If they want to do it, I'm going to be here with them. Hey, what's
Lemon
up?
rice was so good. That's the
How
best.
are you, sweetheart?
I'm okay. I'm hungry now that I'm here.
Lemon rice,
That
right?
was the best Occupy meal I ever had, girlfriend. Thank you.
We had to go down at 101 already.
What happened?
No chaos? You want chaos?
Oh, I'm gonna walk away on this. All right, Mike. You know what? This sticker's too big for me. I'm gonna have to put this somewhere. Where do we put it? I got an idea. Mike! Mike, put this on your megaphone.
Creepy kid.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Everything apparently.
Nice. So,
Montgomery Station. Didn't wake up till like 4. I just got in here. Can I ask you what I thought about
oh look, and God's here. Ha Sir, are you on? Yes, we're live. Always. The flag is up. We're here live. Oh, what flag am I talking about for the viewers? There's flags up on top. Upside down American flag and a big green flag I got here, right here in Oakland, right over there, that way,
How you doing, God?
at the
You guys know that I've never
cannabis.
been to Occupy Oakland.
No?
No. I've been occupied for 280 something days in San Francisco. Thank you. I feel like I...
Alright, GA. GA, where are we going? Straightforward.
And a real quick shout out, if there's anybody out there that could help out and make donations, go to the website, and the donation link for OccupySFTV, OSFTV, is on the homepage. If $5 would help, anything. Struggling here, folks. Economy sucks.
Not a stranger.
And if I can get like,
Remember?
I don't know,
I've got standards.
50 people at $5 each is
What?
should cover their bills, right?
Right.
$10. That would be $10. $500 a month. That's all I need to cover all my bills. I'll live on the streets, eat all the food on the streets, sleep on the streets. I'll shower on the streets.
I do it all
I just
the
need to
time.
cover the stream and the child support.
Is he holding down 101? Yeah, I told kids get your weed yesterday. Someone got some weed for you guys yesterday. Someone stole my holding it down, guys.
I brought weed. Can I have some weed? You guys can't just smoke weed in front of me and not give me some.
I'd rather be drinking right now. That's what this is like perfect drinking. You want some hash or get some? I'm gonna save this for later.
What is this?
Finger hash. I just got a sip pure. I just got ass butt. There's Stacy's butt. Yes. You want to see the hash? Like, thank you. This is the hash just for This is the hash just for your days.
Mama, it's good to see you, but we should go over and check out what's going on at the in the kitchen and stuff.
Get high that way.
We can always get high.
That's the finger hash just from Sherman today.
Am I tying this around my wrist? Nothing like some fresh weed.
Yeah, I got your joint. Come on, let's go. Come on.
I know that.
Wow.
Yes, how are you, sweetheart?
Okay, I'll meet you guys at the GA. I'll meet you guys at the GA.
Right, but it's probably the same story with me, right? Good to see you here, sweetie.
Last time I saw you, you were behind a glass
This
window.
is my first time at Occupy Oakland, you guys. I've been at Occupy San Francisco for over a year now, like in a vortex. So I'm glad to be here. It's beautiful, right? Beautiful. There's a bunch of us OSFers here, and we love you guys, and we're here to show you. All right, where are we going?
Where are you going? You're going over there. Do you mind if I pick your ear for a minute? Or you go strolling somewhere?
I'm kind of strolling over there.
All right. You mind if I stroll with you? Sure, sure.
And he goes, what'd you say about my mom?
Did you guys just get here?
I've been here in and out for a little while. We just
Yeah.
haven't got a little busy.
Yeah. That's a great gathering today.
Yeah, it's a really good.
I'm glad to see that it's not been too heavily guarded by terrorists. And,
Yeah, I'm
But,
surprised to see the force that is here. Actually, it's the first time I've ever seen an action in Oakland.
what's that?
It's the first time I've seen an action in Oakland. I just moved here.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I've been over to Oakland a couple times during the occupation. I actually like coming over here now. I was scared to at first, and I'm from Colorado, so
Are you? Yeah.
Colorado kid. So I'm a little scared of Oakland, But the occupation and everything is pretty much a matter of solidarity. People see that you're doing something for the occupation, they start to realize. Although I've been called a CIA agent or all kinds of different things. Of course, when you're wearing a CIA hat, most of the time people are naturally paranoid. Well, they were back then. That's all I wore. When I got to the occupation, had my stuff hijacked, and I took it all reformatted it, went back, and I switched out hats just because I'd bought the hat like at a 5 and dime. It was an Army surplus store like 10 years before, and I was like, I'm going back wearing the CIA hat. I'm gonna mess with everybody's mind. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna wait here for a minute and see if I can take a minute to pick Scott Olson's brain for a minute and see if he can point out, or if we're anywhere near the location where he was injured, so the viewers that have heard of him can get a visual. You know, just so you know, this is the primary camp for Occupy Oakland, where it was located back in the day. We were just being videotaped by that police officer walking away. And to our left here we have 4 officers, 2 more walking up.
I almost had the best picture of the
Did you crop it out? You better crop that out. Liberty.
You need a hand? You bet. No problem.
Sorry for walking out there.
No, that's all right. No, you take care of business. Get settled in. You know, I know how it is. You know, get on a mission. You want to get to where you're going.
Yeah.
So, how you been?
Pretty good.
Yeah? Right on.
Fucked up my knee on Friday.
Oh shit, that's why you're hobbling.
Hit by a car on my bike.
Oh no. Wow.
Luckily it was just my knee.
What is it? Are you like injury prone? Has this been like something?
I don't know.
Not since you were young, right? I mean, breaking lots of bones since you were a kid, falling off out of trees and stuff? Or?
Really?
No?
I've just been on a streak lately, it seems.
Right. Well, I wish you well. Stop doing that. I wasn't around in Oakland back in the days, and I'm not real familiar with the area. This is where the primary camp was, right?
Yeah.
Like right over here. And then that incident where it was all that stuff was happening, was that up and down right over here?
Right there.
In that intersection right over there.
We were all like facing this way.
So, I'll put that over that way a little bit. For those of you that saw this intersection earlier, it was right over there. We'll go back to it later. That's got to be like one of the things that haunts me from Occupy, seeing the horror images. But you know what? One of the things that's really inspirational is seeing you here. So, and a smile on your face, and the courage and determination. You know, I know you've really inspired a lot of people, man, and every time I see you with a smile on your face, it makes me happy.
Thank you.
Oh, you bet.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm going to let you in, just hang out and enjoy it, and I'm going to wander around and talk to some more people.
I will.
Right on. See you later, Scott. Thanks. I'll take one. Hello. Hello. Check. Hello? Yes. Hi, I'm transmitting live here in Oakland. How are you? Okay, well, you don't have to. All right, sweetheart, if you want to hear my voice, you can go online and watch live feed. All the streamers are here. Yeah. So they got stuff going on right now. I should probably get down there. Hello? All right, love you. Hey, bye.
Occupy Oakland General Assembly. It is a general assembly. People assembling generally kind of it, right? But we are going to show some deference to Occupy Oakland, and we're going to run it just a little bit like a GA. But if you haven't seen the agenda yet, it goes like this. We're going to do a welcome. And raise your hand if you don't have one. We got a sweet kid up there. He's got one. He's holding it up for us. So it's going to start with a welcome, some committee announcements, because it's really important that we I really acknowledge that most of the work doesn't happen ever in General Assembly. It happens in committees, caucuses, and associated groups. Those are the people that are doing the real work. We're going to have forums this evening. The first forum is going to be on state repression. The second will be on racism and patriarchy. And the third will be bridges to broader movement. Each topic will be introduced one at a time, and they will be followed by 20-minute discussions and breakout groups of 15 to 20 people. So, how many people here have been to a Occupy Oakland General Assembly before? Okay. So as you know, well, you probably know my face. My name is Sarah. I was one of the facilitators. I like to remind everyone that when I facilitate, I am somebody's daughter, sister. I was going to say brother, but I'm no one's brother. I am somebody's daughter, sister, granddaughter, friend, and somebody else's nanny. So treat me as if I love your relations. And treat everyone else here with the same due respect, compassion, and empathy and kindness. And when I say that, I'm not asking you to not hold them accountable. We should all be holding each other accountable. But let's do it like we're in family with one another. So, with that said, we are all part of the facilitation committee, right? Yes. We're all facilitating this GA tonight, right? So, we all know, if you've ever been to a General Assembly before, you're going to hear some shit that is offensive. You are guaranteed to hear some shit that is stupid, maybe ignorant to you, maybe it doesn't make any sense, maybe it's silly. But when you hear that, we don't need to boo, we don't need to put those people down, right? We need to hold them in community. So can you all help and remind everyone else that's here some of the hand signals that we practice, maybe like when we like something that we hear? Anyone? You all remember? If we don't like what we hear? Right? And the reasons that we, pardon me, let me do another one. Wrap it up, already said, or you're over time. You guys remember that? Yeah, we've got to learn this stuff through muscle memory, everyone. Come on. That one is my favorite. So again, we've got a, this is the sound system that we have for this evening. If you cannot hear, or if you suspect people behind you cannot hear, please invite them to sit closer. We have plenty of space. This is not a stage. This is usable space. People can sit here. And also, I like your body heat. Bring it on down. I know in the system of capitalism, most of us are having crappy sex at home. So come down. Get intimate. Come on. You never know who you might meet at a GA. Okay. And I want to just reiterate to make sure that the different communities here understand that those hand signals were not developed by a secret cadre of individuals. They were developed and used cross-culturally by many different people of many different ethnicities to be sensitive to different needs and communication needs. Okay, then, before we get into our agenda, I want to remind people that we ask if you're smoking, either sit over in the section over here, or just be mindful to the people that are seated around you. If you need lawyer support, which, anytime OPD is hanging around the periphery of this place, we always hand out the Lawyers Guild, the National Lawyers Guild number. We also advise that you put this on your body. The number is 415-285-1011. I also just want to make the last thing before we get this thing going. And to build community, it requires vigilant awareness of the work we must continually do to undermine all the socialization that leads us to behave in ways that perpetuate domination. Let's remember Sister Bell Hooks. Let's remember that this evening. And let's not act like a bunch of capitalists fucking a bunch of OPD pigs, alright? Be a community. Let's not use violence against one another. Let's be patient, kind, and empathetic, and impose any bodily harm.
Hi, everyone. So I'm the voice that doesn't know the proper GA form, never really was a facilitator, but decided tonight I wanted to participate with my fellow occupier. Here's the thing. I watched a video today of a lady I'll never know again and never see again. And she talked about the love that Occupy showed. And I was like, oh, fuck, that's new age, whatever. And then I really watched it and I understood it. It's not new age. It's me, it's you, it crosses race barriers, it crosses sex barriers. It's the isms of everything that is always perpetuated. Because you see, no matter what you say, I joined this movement for a revolution. And that revolution is about human fucking beings for a better life for me and you and the planet. And if we don't see that, what the fuck are we here for tonight? So I say to all of you, look inside your hearts tonight, take away all your isms, all your everything, and say, what led you here? In the first place on October 25th last year? What led you in that camp? Were you homeless? Were you looking for aid? Or were you looking for communal living? The commune, the Oakland commune was us, all of us here tonight. I don't know how to explain it better except that it changed my life. I'm a Latina, I am known as a Chicana, that's what I go by. And I want to let you know that Occupy has changed my life in so many ways, as so many of you have done. So I want to say, let's do what we're going to do tonight. Let's talk about the real issues that are at hand. Let's see if we can move forward. But let's do it in a cohesive way, in a loving way to each other. And fuck the state and all the propaganda against us. Because look who's here. Look around you. We were all supposed to be too scared to be here tonight. But look at us. We have come together and united around a common cause of poverty, about love, about repression. State repression is something that we all fight every day, unbeknown to us, no matter who you are. I'm going to turn it over to Arlene. Camille. He's a little shy tonight. Yes, y'all, this is a whole year later, y'all. 1 year later, you know? Since the last time that they took down this camp. At this time, I was still locked up. I was ranked 100 or so that I was locked up that day. I mean, to see that we're still here today, that's huge. To see that there's something that we can still do. I don't know where to start right now. I'm actually like, honored in the fact that I see so many people here that showed up. You know, I'm in awe of this, you know, despite the fact that the thing that we're dead already. It shows that we're not dead. And there's something for us to keep fighting for, and we guys keep sticking together. As of that, right now, I don't have no to say. Oh my God, that's not me. What happened to you? I think you might have been a little kidnapped. But he's been a little shy tonight, so we're gonna have some reforms tonight. We're gonna have some breakout groups. Usually our breakout groups are very small, 10 minutes at most. But the biggest thing that I think, and that's my opinion, is that we haven't had enough political dialogue. How about that? Does anybody feel the same? No political dialogue. So look, tonight is our chance. Okay, she's trying to.
How do you guys want to get your information?
Okay.
How would you guys like to get your information?
Tonight we're going to talk about different things, and the first thing we're going to talk about is state repression. And there's nobody better than Lolly. So let's hear a call out to Lolly. collectively, as the anti-repression crew, all of us, to think about what anti-repression could look like. Okay? So I'm going to pass off right now to Bridget, who is going to actually formally pose our question. So we've been getting some messaging from the back that people can't hear what's going on. So what I want everyone to do that can hear me now is to turn around and welcome those people down. Just with your hands. Just say, come on in with that blindness face. Right? Or at least squeeze like that. Yeah. Come on down, you guys.
Tighten us up too much, guys.
All right, and again, what we're going to do is for the first question, we're going to use the people's mic to ensure that everyone can hear it. Hey everybody, my name is Bridget and I'm from the Anti-Repression Committee. Can you hear me? Yeah! Can't nobody hear your ass. So we have a question that we want to pose to the community. And that question is, are you ready? Mic check?
Mic check.
What are the faces of repression? What are the faces of oppression? And discouragement that we have faced as a community. And discouragement that we have faced as a community. And how can we continue? And how can we continue? To confront this repression in the future. To confront this repression in the future. That is all. So we're going to go ahead and run this like a form. We're asking everyone to get into groups of about 15 to 20 people. Please try and get into groups with people that maybe you haven't met. Make sure if you see people that are sitting by themselves, you invite them to join your group. Also, once you've made yourself into groups, please restate the question to make sure that everyone in your group understands the question and can participate. And lastly, please be mindful of your participation. Please make space in the group for everyone to participate if they would like to participate. Sometimes that means not saying everything that you want to say. We understand we just went off the agenda a bit. We'll start with this forum, and then we'll do community report backs. So forum.
20 or more, come on, I don't see you hooking up. I see more hooking up at a bar. What's up? What's up? Look at you guys standing there all shy. Come on.
Okay, I understand capitalism has done more than we previously thought. It's okay to meet other people. I swear to God, they're not going to try and buy something from you. Don't worry.
We're going to do...
This isn't Facebook. No one's going to call you names.
And I see a friend that I haven't seen yet to say hi to. Bella.
Hey.
Hey, good to see you. How you doing?
Ooh.
Oh.
I gotta find a group.
Find a group?
Yeah.
A group that we don't know?
That's gonna be difficult. I'm just gonna find a group.
There you go. all the streamers scatter.
Well, you know.
Announcements are over.
It seems. Complaining that there's not streams, but I'm like, guys, we're talking about trying to take the park all night. If we all fucking burn all of our batteries by 7 o'clock, then it'll be really easy to get us out of here.
And that's good thinking. I'm actually here for the primary event, and I have to get ready for some stuff coming up this weekend, so I had to show up in solidarity for sure. I guess the task is to go out and meet people, wander around and talk to somebody new. That's something that I'm pretty good at, and I do a lot. Oh, and look what we have up here. See, maybe Peter. Good to see you, buddy. How you been?
First name again, I'm sorry.
James, CIA James.
How you doing?
All right.
You look a little different. You're undercover.
Yeah, I got my, well, yeah, I lost my hat, but I found it. Well, my girlfriend found it. But we're live here, and I did get most of your speech, and I know it was very similar to what we were talking about before.
Over there?
When you were, over there, yeah. Sorry. And I remember up at the Bohemian Grove seeing you up there.
Right.
Talking about that. I'm not sure if my viewers got quite a good hearing because I was behind you. You were projecting away. So if you had a minute to just do a quick run through on some of your primary topics.
Absolutely.
That'd be great.
I'll tell you what,
take your time whenever you're ready. I've got the green flag.
I'll be looking for you.
You can always find me.
Taking the ports is a great idea, but tonight, did you go look at how many riot squads surrounding the ports? They've got one circle, then another circle, and then another circle.
Just for those of you watching, there's quite a bit of police here. They're ready to go if need be. They have full gear. As you can see.
And you send a Facebook message and you say, let's meet here.
I don't know how to do all that.
I'll do it with you because that's a good idea. I want to surround the ports. I want to take it.
Let's take the ports.
But the way that you would do it would be secretly. Like go
interview
on Facebook,
her. She's good.
Go on Facebook and say, hey, we're going to meet here. Don't tell them what we're doing. And then when you meet, say, hey, bring your
see, when I got 84 viewers and maybe 3 or 4 of them are cops. Or,
shit, I didn't know that you were used streaming.
Yeah, man, I'm live. That's the green flag over my head is for. That's okay. They always.
I didn't know that you were used.
It happens. It happens. It happens. That's why I was like trying to give you the. I was trying to give you the. But I wasn't very forceful about it. But that's all because they would expect something like that.
Yeah, they always expect it, but they never expect the date of it. And they don't have
right.
They would blow way too much money just keeping riot squad at the ports.
Right. You know, speaking of riot squad, look at all look at all these guys that are here surrounding us.
Yeah, with the fucking. I love the twist ties. I mean, that's my favorite part of this.
Well, yeah, they've got all the twist ties. They've got full gas mask, full helmet. I mean, and these are some big boys. These are like a couple of them look like they're military, like ex-military. Oh, that's right. I forgot. But the thing is
I wouldn't be surprised if they did launch tear gas at us, because they do that every time in California for anything. Tear gas, yes, gas, and tasers. They enjoy it.
Hey, good thing I went through that in the military training.
I think I've gotten used to it from protesting.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. There's
running from big huge balls of tear gas.
You know, you can get used to it after a couple of times. CS gas was, I couldn't move the next day. That shit was like,
You got CS gassed?
Yeah, we got CS gas in New York City on Wall Street.
Wow.
Dude, they even meshed us in our first march last year, and we tried, before we took the park, we marched. They took out the plastic mesh, tried to kettle us in, and my friend Lauren's like, no, put yourself behind the no, don't put yourself behind the barricade. Then they tased like 4 pregnant women.
Oh, wow. I remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
You were there for that, huh?
They were trying to catch us behind the orange barricade, and then they said, if you don't move the street, well, you're kettling us in the street. That's your plan, isn't it? Yeah, they're fucking brutal. California, New York City cops, and Chicago. Yo, NATO was brutal. They ran over my friend with a police van.
Did you go in Chicago?
Yeah, my friend was the one that got ran over. My friend Jack got ran over by the police van.
Oh, really?
And the van. So
look at the size of that rat.
Jesus Christ.
Just sitting there chilling like it ain't no thing. Oh my God. Hey, friend of yours?
Shit's huge.
Friend of yours?
Oh yeah, he's freaking huge.
It's eating Monsanto. It's Monsanto
My
rat.
God, dude. Is that alive? Is that real? He's just chilling.
Where is it?
Somebody get him high?
You might have.
What the
Dude, that's a big ass rat.
He looks like he's dying.
Well, New York City rats are bigger. Oh, right there. New York City rats are bigger than that.
Take a picture of him. He's live right now on video, but yeah, take a picture. That's not a bad idea. Uh-huh.
Alright, don't go anywhere, Mr. Rat. Trying to get some pictures.
We'll get a flash on him, right?
Ridiculous.
Oh, he could be injured. He's not moving. Maybe we should help him.
Put your hand down there and grab him. See.
If it bites you, that thing, I don't know about these rats. I would help an animal, but that thing looks like it's eating something mutant.
Wake up.
He does look kind of fat.
I ran from here. I'm not afraid of rats. I saw a New York City subway rat. I kind of ran. Tried to crawl up on me. Waiting for the A train.
I wonder if the viewers can see that it's getting kind of dark. But he's that rat would fit in your hand.
Maybe it just wants food.
And that updated, that will cover the album company.
Here comes Men in Black.
Pretty big.
Yeah.
They're a lot bigger. They're like the subway rats. They're creepy.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
That rat's just chilling before it's dead.
No, it's breathing, man. That sucker's. It looks like he got all methed out or something. He's all. I don't know. I mean.
He probably don't like cops.
He probably don't like cops. He's all twitching. Dante.
Hi.
Oi.
Hello. You ready for the cops to get squirrely?
Yep.
Oh, excuse me.
I already said I did not have time to make a shield, so therefore, since I like to beat the medics up for, I'm hiding behind that.
You got a nice mask. Is this been
Yeah.
tested?
I've got a sludge in my back. I've got a
Nice.
sludge on my back.
So the security guard said that was the reason of the encampment, that the rats grew Greg. I don't believe that.
No, man, that rat's
Yeah.
dying, dude. That's why it's sitting there.
They've been
Yeah.
eating some really wretched shit in this city.
Yeah.
Blame
Most rats
Monsanto.
don't
They've
just
got
sit
rat
around like
traps.
that.
No. They've got rat traps in there too.
do
So
not
they have
touch
poison for the
me.
rats.
Yeah, look at him. He's turned around. He's watching us now.
Yeah.
Oh, that is just eerie.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, like this one?
Like the
Hold on. Let me get a picture of him.
the only reason that rat is sitting there is because it's dying. Because
He is tripping. Wow. Look at the size of his eyes. Oh.
poison that they put in there for those rats.
Yeah. Well, he looks stoned as fuck.
No, but I can't
Yeah,
leave
he's
the
dying.
rat in jail. We need to bail you out of it. Why do you want to leave her out?
That's just what you want wandering around your city, dead rats. And I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but on the corner of my feed there, the little picture that I have is with me and Scott. Almost, God, a little more than a year ago. It was after, obviously, today's injury that he sustained a year ago. But that's not why he's in the wheelchair. Apparently injury prone lately.
Had a leg injury. See if I can get another camera angle here. And Scott's being bombarded with people asking him questions.
I want them to see that, you know, there's so a lot of people who really care about what he wants to say and refuse to obey and refuse to we don't want OPD committing acts of violence against our citizens.
OPD is saying that they've learned from past Occupy protests that they're trying to improve. What do you think?
I don't think they've really changed much. People have still gotten hurt by OPD, and even beyond this, OPD is still and is still committing acts of violence that are not publicized.
No, I mean, just from your personal experience, I mean, do you have a lot of anger towards them? How do you feel about that personally?
I certainly don't like them. I don't really tend to harbor a lot of anger, but they don't have any integrity and they don't take responsibility for their own actions. And I not respect that at all.
It's been a year. I mean, Occupy's gone through a lot. Where does it go from here? Where would you like to see it?
I don't know. I'd just like to see it continue to move forward in the way it has been. And Occupy is not dead. It's just changed a lot. It may be not as visible, but there are still a lot of people who care and who are having an impact.
Appreciate it.
And Scott's likely to get bombarded with questions for a majority of the night. Sometimes getting to a status like that is unwanted. I can almost see it in his eyes that he'd rather not have attained something like that much notoriety. He just wants to fight the war for the people. You can see it in his heart and in his eyes.
They got Alameda. I saw Alameda cops. I saw.
Let's over here and steal smoke from you.
Sure. There's God. Hey, God.
I'm looking for someone that has smoked a joint.
Okay. I'm.
Where you going, monkey?
Yeah, let me steal a smoke.
He cracks me up.
Lights go out.
Mm-hmm.
Right here's
You bet. I'll put mine out.
Actually, we can go into the tree if you want.
No, I don't think you're allowed back there.
Allowed?
Well.
What are you testing me now?
Yeah.
Daring me?
With all the cups here. See, I got all this gear that's sticking up. It's hard to get under that tree.
You want smoke?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're in San Francisco still, or where?
I'm still here in the Bay Area. I'm planning on going to the inauguration to stream that in January. Yeah, with Kelly. She's a photographer. I don't know if you remember meeting her. She was there at the Bohemian Grove. And
what inauguration are you talking about?
The presidential inauguration.
I wouldn't waste my time.
January 20th. Well, she's writing a book, and personally, in an event like that for streaming, it'll be pretty exciting, I think.
Here's two things. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Just before I forget, I went to this meeting last night, and before I did, I Googled sheriffs refusing foreclosure. Google it and see how much stuff comes up.
Sheriffs refusing foreclosure.
Yeah. And the other thing was, I've been putting this out too. I said, we have a strike, we'll put her in the White House and put him as the vice president, and we got something going. Do we have the power to do that? Of course we do.
Who is that?
Who?
Cynthia McKinney? And then
Sheriff Richard Mack.
Huh? Well, I think just switching the whole political system around is going to be...
It's got to be shut down, then we can do anything we want.
Yeah, it needs to be redone and taken over for sure. But if you had a minute, you wanted to go over the things that you were talking about over there.
Yeah.
If you want to relax, smoke a cigarette first.
Yeah, I don't want to smoke on the camera.
Well, then maybe I should go this way, since you're smoking, because I'm always live. Yeah. I know how it is. I don't want to be smoking a cigarette on camera. Yeah, whatever. But quite a turnout today. I'd say there's a couple hundred people here.
200.
Yeah. What do you got there? You got something to drink for me? Thank you. Take a sip. Thanks.
In fact, why don't you get ready to tape this? I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this one up here.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Let me just check the angle here real quick, Peter.
It's stupid because marijuana dispensary. Well, eventually they're going to end up not being able to win that.
No, they're not, because look, it's written in the Constitution of California.
Sure. Nice.
So now that
That looks good, man.
Schwarzenegger resigned from
The real question is, what are we prepared to do? I've asked for us to go down to the port, and I've had a lot of people raise their hands. Who is willing to go down to the port?
After our breakout group, we'll figure it out.
Hey, you want to talk to me? Talk to me face to face. That's the problem. There's too much of that. If we were to go down and take the port, the problem would be solved. You want to egg me on? Egg me on. A general strike of us walking down to the port. There's enough people here to shut down the port right here, right now.
Just don't turn around and check.
Right now.
Our agenda is not your agenda. Our agenda is not your agenda. I'm going to stand right here. Now it's not our time. Mike, Jack!
What'd they say?
Reconvene.
I've gotten a lot of people that are ready to walk down to the port.
Well,
their mic system sucks.
yeah, well, I think if you've got enough people here, though, but I don't think you have enough people really willing to go right now. I would wait to see, let them finish their discussions, and when it starts getting to the point where it's coming back together. But the one guy was saying, they say our agenda is not your agenda, but
She's a yo-yo. She's ready to go down to the porch right now.
There's probably a lot of people that are ready to go down to the port.
I'm ready to do something creative. I think that it's not wise. It's them and it's us and us all here in the same space. Let's not let them get organized before we do down there. If we do have to do that, you know what I mean? As far as 5-0. So I feel like right now the revolution, I think the best way for the revolution to live on is to treat it like the underground fucking railroad. Until it's strong enough where it's a fucking river and it just creeps out from beneath the fucking floors and pours out to the fucking streets.
Well, I got this information to all these people, and I've already made a mention of it at the speak over there, and so.
I feel you though, man. We gotta do something, man. Do something, shit.
They always want to have another thing on the agenda except for what needs to be done. Isn't that about right?
I just feel like we know how we feel. We know the history of America. We know the bad doings of America. Let's talk about the new doings in America.
Yeah.
I'm Native American. I'm the epitome of the fucking understanding of what America has done, what capitalism is, how it sucks. I know all about the sucking of my fucking blood. I'm talking about what the fucking we do. I'm from Oakland, born and raised.
Tribe?
My tribe is Oneida Nation of Wisconsin. Originally from New York, but you know how that goes. They forced us to move to Wisconsin.
Did you draw this?
I did not.
This is really cool.
I wish I could claim it, but I can't.
Yeah, and that's something that.
Anyways, let's do this thing over here real quick.
You want to do that real quick?
Yeah,
okay.
You can talk to her right afterwards.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, Peter, that looks good, Peter.
Okay, Peter Alexander. We're here in Oakland right now with about 200 Occupy-minded individuals. There's about 80 cops in attendance. And what I spoke about is that the concept of challenging the cops for some turf space here at City Hall is a bit of a foolish endeavor. What we can do is take this party right down to the Oakland ports and take it over, not for one day, but for 40 days. It's a spiritual path. It's the mystical path to the promised land Martin Luther King saw, the one that was promised 2,000 some years ago. The power to do this is here. It's a matter of a lot of people having misdirection based on denying the truth of what needs to be done. You know, we talk about the Constitution, and I have here on one of my flyers that I handed out that we just lost our brother Russell Means. And he did a lot of nice work on the Constitution. If you look him up you just Google his name. The Constitution was given to us by the Native Americans and is sitting in the prison cell of Leonard Peltier, who represents the 500-year resistance of indigenous people worldwide. And so the spiritual path is the 40-day strike that sets him free. It's the path to the promised land, and nothing short of a 40-day strike will make a difference. We've already experienced, we've tried everything else. There's no answer in the courts. There's no answer with the religious people. And the educational system is just maintaining their own status quo. We have people like Leonard Peltier and Mumia Abu-Jamal that have been in prison over 30, 36 years. And sometimes I look at myself as a crazy Obi-Wan Kenobi looking for the Jedi Knights that are ready to step forward and set these people free. We have the power. The power is here. California is the most powerful state in the world. You know, they say that Israel is the promised land. It's true, but it's not a speck of dust across the sea. Israel has another name called Ariel, which means the world. America represents the world, and California is the shit. We have all the power. We feed this country. We work this country. We have the greatest amount of migrants. We feed this country with food, and we have the greatest seaports in the world. The longshoremen have long wanted to set free Mumia Abu-Jamal and Leonard Peltier, and have stated so. So within 3 days of us camping out down at the port, we will have the longshoremen join us in the strike, which will initiate and spark an action nationwide. And that's what needs to happen. It's time, because if we wait anywhere near December 21st, they will be knocking out the satellites. There will be no internet. There will be no cell phones. And they're trying very hard to get the feds to take over law enforcement, which is why there's been a lot of violence in Oakland for that sole purpose. And this is what I call MK Ultra programs. They want to have the feds take over. It's not a good idea. I talked to a lot of the police officers. They agree with me. They don't want the feds coming in. And when they had this thing at City Hall here 2 or 3 weeks ago, where there was a lot of protesters at City Hall regarding the Bluford killing, I wrote a flyer and I handed it out, and I said, yes, the very same people behind the killing of Bluford and Oscar Grant were also behind the killing of the 4 officers in Oakland in 2009 for the express purpose of causing consternation, anger, and volatility between the people and law enforcement. Most cops are good, but the good cops don't have a voice. And what I also mentioned with the general strike is we can forget about this ridiculous drama of Romney and Obama. They're both Yale lawyers that want to go to Iran and start another war. With the general strike, we can put right into the White House Congresswoman Cynthia McKinney, who is absolutely not a corporate ninny. And also with her as vice president would be Sheriff Richard Mack, who has the support of law enforcement nationwide and is a constitutionally minded individual who not only chased the feds out of Arizona during a confrontation there years ago, but he also took a case to the Supreme Court and won the case. And so that is the essence of what I said. And I told him, I said, I am that I am, and I am here. I'm speaking the truth. I've got no fear. This is the time and this is the place, you know, to have this strike with a smile on our face. How do you think how'd that work, James?
A little poetry to go with it there, Peter. I always love it when you do that.
James, thanks a lot. You know,
yeah, absolutely. Good to see you again.
Thank you. And it's just amazing that that there's so much mind screwing of people, even here. You know, there was this one fellow down here. It doesn't matter what color they are, but this is one fellow, a black fellow. He's always trying to undermine whatever I say, no matter what. And what he tries to do is control things, and it doesn't get anything done. And a strike is the only answer.
Time for the talk to end and the action to start.
Exactly. And
I believe there's a lot of people that feel the same way.
I think you're right, James. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Peter. It's good to see you again. And keep in touch.
You've
got my number, right?
I don't.
Okay, well, I've got yours. I'll call it again.
Anytime.
All right, great. And with that, folks.
Did that come out okay?
I think that came out just fine. With that, folks, I'm going to take a station identification break, archive this real quick, and then we'll be right back. Stay tuned.